My name is Margaret Lewis. I am an NCL sustainer. I've been part of this organization since I was in 7th grade. I'm 19 years old now. The NCL experience is about taking the most versatile women in America and bringing them into a room and bringing their brilliant minds, hearts, and talents together to create global change, to create national change. It's a time where mothers and daughters can relate to each other and work together and give back, because we are so privileged to be in this organization, to live in the communities that we live in, and to just live in the United States in general. And I think that is what the NCL experience is. My name is Margaret Lewis. I'm 19 years old, and I believe I can change the world. And I think you guys, I do. And I think all of you believe that you can change the world too, or else you wouldn't be here today. I know this because I'm the youngest of 3 girls, all of whom have been NCL TikTokers. For 15 years, the women of my family have been part of this organization and have met some of the most versatile women in America. Women who on one day are elbow deep in ground beef and ketchup, making meatloaf at a homeless shelter, and then on the next day are rolling up white, long, elegant gloves at their senior presents. My mom, she's accompanied her 3 daughters through this organization, and let me be the first to tell you, that was a whole lot of meatloaf. A whole lot of houses built, tea sipped, and present dresses bought. And I know, girls, if you were anything like me, your mom probably dragged you to be here today. If you're anything like me, you looked at NCL as a great addition to a perfect college resume. You're right. NCL could be simply that, or it could be something so much more. As young people, we need to believe. More than we need to conform, or do, or become, or learn, we have to believe. We need to believe that ideals can still be realized, despite the deedening cynicism that seems to engulf our world. We need to believe in the grace that comes with caring and the maturity and patience. We need to believe that our lives matter now, that our 15 minutes of cosmic fame, our instant and consciousness. I was asked to speak here today because that sophomore year in high school, I co-founded a nonprofit. That first trip to Kenya changed my life. The whole time I thought I was going to help them, little did I know I'd forever be in their debt. Upon returning home, we founded $1 for Life, and ODFL has now become a national organization that has raised tens of thousands of dollars from high schools in 11 different states. We've built schools and latrines, donated cows, piglets, bikes, shoes, and calculators to multiple villages in Kenya, Nepal, Malawi, Bali, and Nicaragua. We've raised over 4,000 pounds of food for the food drive at my local high school, and all of this was made possible for tens of thousands of dollars from high school teenagers. And we realized that we weren't just building a better world out there, we were building bigger people right here in the United States. A generation of teenagers who are connected, compassionate, cooperative, and competent. And it was through the belief of young people who believe that they can make a difference, just like you and me right here in this room, that we created global change. We impacted the lives. Things are still happening in this world because we know that there's a Darfur genocide happening in Sudan. We know that the polar ice caps are melting. We know that there are families still without homes in New Orleans. We know that there are old men and women in retirement homes yearning for company, a stranger to talk to or read them a story. We know that there are very lonely, very scared soldiers, a lot of them my friends in the Middle East, who would just love to have a letter from an anonymous American saying thank you. Thank you for risking your life for me and my country. We know that there are millions of people right now lining up outside of soup kitchens, waiting for volunteers to serve them some hot soup and meatloaf. We know that there are millions of children who would love to have nothing more than new school supplies and new clothes for their first day of school. We know. And this to me is a lot to do. And I feel, again, that we have to start now. We have to start now when you're 12, when you're 13, 14, 15 years old, when you're ambitious. What you wish to see in the world only will happen with the people who believe the world can indeed change. My name is Margaret Lewis. I am 19 years old, and I believe I can change the world. So what do you believe?